So I hadn't heard of AS before today. Apologies.
Accepted.
I want to know why it takes so long to get diagnosed.
Well, for me, I just was stuck in the wrong part of the system. I was initially treated for nerve damage in a chronic pain clinic. It made sense at the start. I just had a surgery on my lower back. But pain started spreading from my lower back upwards down to my hips, into my knees. And I tried saying to my doctors that nerve damage doesn't spread like that. I mean, I was a 13-year-old and they just kind of, I think, thought, what does she know?
So operation on your lower back, nothing to do with the AS?
Nothing to do with an AS.
Nothing to do with it?
And it was a really small surgery, which they thought kind of went wrong. And then it took 4 years until another doctor said that the surgery was fine. There was no nerve damage. And then I think for 3 years, there were just blood tests and x-rays and MRIs, and one doctor said it might be a broken spine, one doctor said it might be thyroid problems, they thought I could have something wrong with my brain, many doctors said I was just making it up. And then I finally found a rheumatologist who knew what AS was, and he diagnosed me after a fair few months, but faster than anything else.
Was there a point at which you had an idea of what it was, but you still had to convince the system?
So I knew that it was something
other than...
I knew that it wasn't nerve damage.
Yeah.
And because I was in this system, at chronic pain clinics, they manage chronic pain. That's all they do. So when I said, I remember sitting in front of a doctor and I said, it is not nerve damage, it doesn't spread. And he said, you're right, it doesn't spread, but our job is to help you manage this, not to diagnose this. So that was really difficult because someone was acknowledging that I was not going to get help in the place I was in, but they still wouldn't move me. Yeah. And it took a while for someone to acknowledge me, and I kind of just kept getting passed on, and no one knew what it was. Then, when I got the AS diagnosis, more things started to make sense.
Oh, it's a lot, isn't it? And so when you did get your diagnosis, how does that affect sort of big life decisions and that kind of thing then?
I just moved to university when I got the formal diagnosis. Right. So I'd gone to uni quite close to home because I wanted to be near my medical team because I'd finally found one that was listening to me. So I was not going to let them go. I've definitely become more... I lost my teenage years, pretty much. So I've been very dedicated to make this period of my life as full of the things that I want to do. Yeah. And...
What, like Spice Girls concerts and stuff like that? Or have I sort of got your age ranges, interests?
Spice Girls concerts, they're in there.
Oh, they are?
Yeah, don't worry.
Good.
That
was an absolute guess.
It's good, you did well. No, yeah.
I went for a timeless band, and luckily
you hit the nail on the head.
There's obviously so much education to be had in the general public. If the general public mainly haven't heard about this, and then there's still, and then on top of that, another layer of education and awareness that needs to happen even within the system.
Yeah,
and
I mean, I look relatively healthy, and anytime I explain that I have AS, which is a type of arthritis, oftentimes people they just don't want to believe me because it doesn't fit their image of what that looks like. Even I have a badge that says that please offer me a seat because standing for a long time isn't easy. People will offer me a seat, but not because they recognise I have an invisible illness, because they think I might be pregnant, which is the whole other issue in itself. But it's okay. No one wants to believe that you have arthritis when you're a teenager, and that's also why it took so long, because what 14-year-old girl has joint pain?
Oh, when COVID's over, I want to help you live your teens all over again.
Can we go to a Spice Girls concert?
We can go to a Spice Girls concert, and also I might maybe I don't know if you're in a relationship, but we can just set you up with some people to get off with people behind some bins.
That sounds great.
And obviously you can legally buy alcohol now. But if you want, I can set up like a cupboard so it can feel like you're stealing it from your parent.
Can you be the cool person that goes and gets alcohol for me?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, cool.
I'll grow my beard out and then I'll get served without getting ID.
Amazing.
Yeah, perfect.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.